Good morning, all my dear students of class 5. Today, as you can see, the name of the lesson is Equative Life. We have already finished this lesson in Google Classroom. So, today we are going to do the revision of the whole chapter. So, let us start. So, as you know that aquatic life, the meaning of aquatic means water. So, whatever species, whether it is plant species or animal species, lives under or in the surface of the water are known as aquatic life. So as you can see here, in various pictures are given of aquatic animals. So before directly going to the chapter, let us do a bit of revision what we have done in the last class. So in this lesson we have learned about the aquatic plants, where we have learned free floating plants, rooted floating plants, submerged plants and emergence plant. So today let us discuss about aquatic animals. So as you can see in the picture, these are the aquatic animals. So animals that live on or in the surface of the water bodies are called aquatic animals. Aquatic animals that live in fresh water bodies such as rivers, lakes and streams are called freshwater animals. Aquatic animals that live in saltwater bodies such as oceans and seas are called marine animals. Some aquatic animals such as fish, octopuses and seashores live in water throughout their life. Animals such as walrus, tortoise and sea lions live in water but come to land to breed and to take rest. As you can see, these are the picture of seahorse and salamander. So animals such as these animals are called semi-aquatic animal. Why? Because because animals such as walrus, tortoise and sea lions live in water but come to land to breed and take rest That's why they are called as semi-aquatic animals. But one more type of animals, they are known as amphibians. Animals such as newts, salamanders and frog live both in water and on land, but they lay their eggs in water. They are called amphibians. Snails and starfish are found deep in water, whereas dragonflies and pond skaters are found on the surface of water. Flamingos and ducks live near water. Now adaptation, we will learn about the adaptation in aquatic animals. So uh, so animals have adapted their body. Few animals are there, aquatic animals who adapted their body, because of which they can live inside the water. They have fins that are used for balancing and steering through the water. The tail fin is used to move forward, and scales which are bony protect the. And again, it is written about animals with shells such as sea turtles, crabs and lobster breathe through their gills. The limbs of sea turtles are like flippers which are adapted for swimming. The forelimbs are long and paddle-like, and hind limbs act as the rudders. So now let us go through some of the which diseases which cause from the uh, stagnant water. So water stagnant water stagnant water and the organism living in it cause diseases. Stagnant water is found in ponds, lakes, pools, tanks, water cooler, puddles and outdoor places where water gets collected. Now mosquito and diseases. So some aquatic animal like certain insects that live in fresh water and dirty water are harmful to us as they cause us diseases. Mosquitoes feed on the blood of humans and animals. They are not aquatic animals, but they lay eggs in stagnant or slow moving water. So female mosquitoes lay up to 100 eggs at a time. Common diseases caused by mosquitoes are malaria, dengue, yellow fever, and chikungunya. So here symptoms and diagnosis. Some of the symptoms are given here about malaria, dengue, and chikungunya. So what are the symptoms? The first, for malaria, it is written high fever, severe headache, chills, and vomiting and convulsions. For dengue, the symptoms are a high fever, severe headache, muscle ache, joint pain and rashes, vomiting and nausea. For chikungunya, the symptoms are high fever and chills, pain in the abdomen, eyes, joints and muscles, then headache and skin rashes. So here we have learned about a few symptoms and diseases. Now let us discuss about the prevention and controls. So the following prevention measures can control the spread of diseases caused by mosquitoes, such as wear cloths that cover your entire body while sleeping, wire screens wire screen on windows, prevent mosquitoes from entering the house, use a mosquito net while sleeping, apply chemical or oil based mosquito repellents to protect yourself from mosquito bites, eliminate any stagnant water sources in or around the neighborhood with the help of municipality workers. Old tires, buckets, ceramic pots and other containers that collect rainwater should be disposed of. and many others. With this, the lesson is finished. We already have done revision as well as all the question answer yet to be given of this lesson. I want to people to go through the lesson properly. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, take care, and bye.